So welcome to our second NNL language trivia night. All right, let's take a look at our questions here. So question A, name the official languages of Taiwan. It was all of the above. Okay, Mandarin is obviously standard Chinese. Taiwanese or Hokkien is an indigenous language. Hakka is a dialect. They also recognize Formosan. Is that how you say it, Chris?
Formosan is a group of languages, right?
Okay.
Formosa is a former name of Taiwan.
Great. And our second question, what form of sign language is used in China? Chris, I'm going to rely on you for pronunciation.
Okay, so the correct response was number 4, ZGS, or 中国手语. Round 1, let's get started. All right, question 1. Aside from Mandarin, what is the second most commonly spoken language in China? Options are Mongolian, Uyghur, Tibetan, and Cantonese. So question 1 was, aside from Mandarin, what is the second most commonly spoken language in China? And the correct response was Cantonese, the second most commonly spoken language in China. Question 2. What are these famous works collectively called? The Romance of the Three Kingdoms, Journey to the West, Water Margin, and Dream of the Red Chamber. What are these famous works collectively called? The correct answer was 3, the 4 classic Chinese novels. Question 3. Who is considered the author or compiler of the following? The Analects, the Book of Odes, and the Book of Documents. Your options are Lao Tzu, Confucius, Chiang Kai-shek, or Li Bo. Question 3, who's considered the author or the compiler of the following? Correct answer was number 2, Confucius. And question 4, how many writing method scripts have there been in Chinese? 7, 4, 5, or 6? And question 4, how many writing scripts have traditionally been recognized in Chinese? The correct response was number 1, 7.
You folks should know that there was quite a bit of debate about this question.
But I disagree, because you have written traditionally. Oracle bond was recognized traditionally until the 19th century. Sorry.
Question 5. What is the most widely taught foreign language in China? Japanese, Korean, English, or Russian? All right, let's go on to the last question in round 1. What is the most widely taught foreign language in China? And the correct answer was number 3, English. Start round 2, another 5 questions, starting with question number 6. Which of these is the English name of a river in China? Your choices are Jade, Pearl, Ruby, or Emerald. Which of these is the English name of a river in China? Hopefully you got the correct answer. Number 2, the Pearl River, Julia. Question 7, what is China's official name? Your options are People's Republic of China, Socialist Republic of China, Communist Republic of China, Democratic Republic. I'm sure most of you got this. Number 1 was the correct answer. Correct response, People's Republic of China. Question number 8. How do people in China refer to the Lunar New Year? Your options are Dragon Festival, Winter Festival, Moon Festival, or Spring Festival. The correct response was number 4, the Spring Festival. Question 9. How do the fabled oracle bones relate to the Chinese writing system? Your choices are earliest record of gambling, most complex examples, earliest known records, earliest evidence of poetry. This ties back to an earlier question. The correct response is number 3, earliest known written records. And question 10, what kind of written language is Chinese? Your choices are syllabic, ideographic, alphabetic, or logarithmic. And it's considered ideographic. a writing system in which the characters, ideograms, signify neither sounds nor syllables. Ideographic.
And
I
hopefully
would
everybody.
really disagree with the last one, but yeah, of course, the answer is true. But I'll refer you to John DeFrancis, William Boltz, and Harris, I guess it was. It's logographic, not ideographic. And it is syllabic as well.
If you had to put it in a single category, would you say logographic?
Logographic, definitely. Logarithmic was a nice one, though.
Good extractor, right?
Nobody chose that one.
Logographic is the best answer, but ideographic to me is close to the same thing.
No, it is not, because if you read William Boltz, I'm sorry to disagree, but we read William Boltz, every character has a particular reading. So it is not devoid of reading. You can say it is ideographic only if you go across the boundaries of the language into Japanese and Korean, then it does become ideographic.
Got 5 more questions for round 3. Let's get started. Question number 11. What is the current capital of China? Choices are Nanjing, Beijing, Dongjing, Shanghai. I'm sure everybody got number 2 as the correct response, Beijing. There we go. Question 12. Which character is number 10 in Chinese? 3 is the correct answer, sure. Question 13. What is the role of radicals in written Chinese? Your options are banned extremist language, proposed new characters, tonal marks, or elements indicating sound or meaning. Correct response would have been elements indicating sound or meaning. Question 14. What is or are the basic component or components of a Chinese character? Your choices are pictographs that indicate the sound of a character, elements that indicate the meaning of the character, the radicals and or phonetics, or a horizontal line at the base of the character. And the correct response was number 3, the radicals and or phonetics. And question 15. Which language reflects the most significant influence from Chinese? Your options are Malay, Korean, Tibetan, or Laotian. Of this group, we would say Korean. The core of Korean vocabulary is made up of native Korean words. A significant proportion of the vocabulary, especially words that denote abstract ideas, are Sino-Korean words borrowed from spoken Chinese words.
All right, and our last round. This is round 4. And here we go.
Here are the final 5 questions. Question number 16. According to Ethnologue in 2020, how many native speakers of Mandarin Chinese are there around the globe? Your options are 765 million, 810 million, 850 million, or 921 million. According to Ethnologue in 2020, how many native speakers of Mandarin Chinese are there around the globe? Correct answer is number 4, 921 million. Number 17. Where does Mandarin Chinese rank among the most commonly spoken native languages in the world? Your choices are 3rd, 5th, 2nd, or 1st. Number 4 is the correct answer. It ranks 1st. All right, in question 18, what is the equivalent of a lingua franca in China? Your choices are Yue, Sichuan, Putonghua, or Wu. Obviously, that would be Mandarin, Putonghua. Number 19, how many tones are there in Mandarin Chinese, excluding neutral? Your choices are 9, 4, 7, 5. 4. In question 20, how is Mandarin Chinese written for blind people? Your options are Braille based on pinyin, Braille based on syllables, Braille based on characters, or Braille based on phonetic symbols. The correct answer is number 1, Braille based on pinyin.
There is a one braille system that is based on very similar to Juin Zemu.
Bopomofo? Yeah.
Yep.
All right, so it was clearly a very competitive game, but I think everyone really did an excellent job.